Alright guys, so today what we have here is another Gundam Thunderbolt suit. This time it's MS-06 Zaku II plus the big friggin' gun set. Now it doesn't say friggin' on the box, but it should, because it is friggin'. Now of course this is the newer anime version, so it's got the updated colors and a few new things here and there. You know, it's a remake of the old manga kit from however many years ago. But so far, I'm really interested in this guy because it comes with a huge gun. It comes with a giant friggin' gun. I don't even care if it has a Zaku. It has a huge friggin' gun. So, we're going to take a look at the box real quick. It is an official Bandai product because that's what we buy. We buy real Bandai products here, guys. It is Gundam. Okay, it's original Gundam. Of course, HG Thunderbolt line because there is an MG as well. It says Bandai 2016 down here, but of course that's just the new version of it because, you know, back in the day it's totally different. So we'll turn it over this way and see what we got. Alright, so we got some shots from the anime here. Looks pretty cool. It's shooting. Got a couple read-ups here that I can't read because it's in Japanese and I'm not. So what we have down here, a couple shots, rear shot, front shot, and it is a giant freaking gun with a small Zaku attached. Of course, another little read up there. Can't read that. And some more promo for the anime. Go watch the anime, people, because if you don't, they'll stop making it. And then we do the obligatory turn this way to see. Well, it's basically just the same as the top artwork. Turn it this way. And we got some more product shots. We've got, hey, got a bunch of different other guns. In case you forget that it has a giant friggin' gun. Now it does show. You can do the legs. Kind of a short stubby leg for some reason. Or really, like, spread out. Actually, that's actually pointing upwards, so it can almost like spider and come up and things. And it looks like it's got clamps, like you can kind of clamp it to a desk or something. I guess in the anime it would be clamping onto any large hunk of metal it can. And then of course you see this thing. Not only does it have this, it just has weapons hanging off the back. It's ridiculous. And then we got, well, I'm guessing it's a, a bio telling you everything about it. So we got MS, mobile suit, 144. There's a number 3. I don't even know what it means, but it's a number 3. Maybe it has 3 of something? I don't even know. And then warning, don't stick anything in this box in your face. Please detail this, it'll look better. I'm sure that's what that says. Put stickers, add panel lining. And then we got these 2 symbols as usual. I don't know what the hell they mean. And there's a 15, just like the other thing had a 15. There's got to be something there. Maybe it's 15th anniversary of it. Who knows? I don't read Japanese. And then blah, 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 blah. And the illustration was done again by Morishita Naochika. We love your work, sir, or ma'am. But unfortunately, it's upside down. So, let's go ahead and open this box and get to building it. Alright guys, so here we have the first part of the Zaku II with the big gun review, and obviously it's the big gun because holy crap, this thing's huge. For an HG kit, this is just absolutely ridiculous. This thing is probably bigger than most master grade weaponry. It's just freaking huge, and the level of detail is pretty cool. I mean, mind you, I painted a lot of that detail, but this is so freaking cool. And as we talked about before on all the other Thunderbolt kits, it has stickers. Stickers. Warning, stickers. Everywhere. Stickers. 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 All over this guy. Lots of stickers. And, you know, obviously this isn't going to be a normal GUNPLA review because, well, normally we go over articulation and then weapons. So this is technically a weapon that's articulated, so we're already kind of jumping ahead on that. But, yeah. So, I mean, it is just a crazy-ass big weapon. You know, you can see why they were using these things, this huge sniper rifle, swipe out, you know, ships and everything. This thing is ridiculous. So, I mean, you could tell this thing would be mostly gray if I hadn't painted anything. Of course, it is mostly still gray, but you gotta add color separation. Like, I painted all of this through here. All of this. This is all the same color. All the same basic gray, like this right here. I went ahead and added that in there. Added the silver. This is actually a sticker. It's okay. I can live with it. Added the copper and the chrome? Silver bits. Okay. And then right through here in the middle, just because this was just boring, I went ahead and added that copper. If you can look really closely, which you can't really, I actually have that silver in between. And of course added, these are actually supposed to be mostly gray. Added little silver details here. These are supposed to be stickers. It's really hard to get in there and see that because this thing casts its own shadow. So I got this all silvered in here. These were all supposed to be gray stickers. All of these circles in here. And a little bit of silver up in there, which is really hard to see. Actually, let me go ahead. I'll take it apart because it does come apart. I'll set this over here for the time being so we can get a good look at this. So obviously, I got a little bit of paint overlap there, and I tried to tighten up the peg with a little bit of super glue. It helped a little bit. I almost messed it up a little. But let's see here. Get in here real good. It is hard to see. Right there, there's a good warning sticker. Painted all this here. Of course, painted that, obviously. Nothing's coming in copper colors. But the biggest thing I did was copperizing all of that there. This is all the same boring gray color. And the only real thing they gave you was these stickers here. And this would have been a purple sticker just like that. Pretty much the same color. So I wanted to go ahead and add, this is all dark gray, just breaking it up. Purple stickers and a copper. That was a big, big difference there. If you turn it this way, you can actually see a tiny bit of effect parts. So right here for the sights of the gun, they gave you little red, clear, translucent pieces. And I dig that. I mean, it stands out. I will admit, I've got this one here backwards. So it is what it is. But, and then we come back to the other side. Got the big warning sticker up front because that's where the big stuff comes out. These stickers are actually extra. Like, they didn't have a home for them. So I went ahead and I put those there and then there. This one was on there. Now, if you watched my unboxing video in the Gundam Club, Texas Gundam Club, this middle bit is actually purple. This was supposed to be stickers right in here, but I figured that's probably supposed to be the moving barrel, like this. So I painted it the same color. Because this was also this like dull gray, so I painted it a darker gray to give it a little more effect. And then also all of these things, all of this gray parts, all of that was actually supposed to be sticker detail. Added a little bit of silver right here. Added this purple here. Little gray details, silver dots here and there. Purple and silver right there. And of course I showed it earlier, the copper around the middle just for effect. A little bit of purple under there. I do like this really big sticker here. It's the basically describing the gun. And probably says something like, point it that way. Also, I painted these hoses. You can see a little bit of slop under there, but I don't care. And it's underneath the thing. It's okay. So a little bit of silver on the end hoses. The hoses themselves painted them gray, just to make them stand out once again. Because this was all of this whole piece. This is all one piece. Actually, I'm sorry. All of this is one piece all the way down to here. And it was all molded in this gray. So you can tell it needed something. Now, originally these are supposed to come off, but because I really didn't want them to, I glued them on. I sort of made a mistake with that, but it's not too bad. The only real problem is, you can see right in there, the sticker in between. Yeah, I had to put that on after I glued them on because I'm a dummy. And once again, another extra sticker. Just threw it on back there. But this thing is so freaking cool. Like, this would be a ridiculous, like, backpack mount. Like, just give it a good backpack shoulder mount over a master grade, realistically, because this is crazy. Now, actually, this whole piece, if I can get it, yep, it pops off. So this is just the part that the actual Zaku holds. Zoom in just a little bit so you can see better. So, you know, so this is basically like a rifle in and of itself, and the Zaku holds it. Obviously, didn't paint a whole lot on the inside because, well, it's the inside. But you can also see silver details added here. Painted this a different gray entirely. So, I mean, honestly, it has kind of a G1 Decepticon look with this purple I added. And the fact that this wasn't supposed to be this. This is actually inverted. So those dots there are all supposed to be this dark gray. And then I did it that way. So, and then of course this handle, because you can position this gun in different ways. Swivels this way, swivels this way. So you can actually, you know, if the Zaku has to be a little higher up or a little bit lower, or if something entirely different is using the weapon, it can do that. I'm going to go ahead. And it just pegs into this big slot here and these little tabs here. You know, not a huge difference. But yeah, this thing is just awesome. And not to toot my own horn, but just the detail. I mean, I've seen better. I'm not going to lie. I've seen people do really good versions of this. This is what I wanted to do to it. And I really like it. Especially these, because they look like copper windings. And I figured they're either ammo, or maybe it's kind of like a railgun. You know, it's throwing projectiles, not just bullets. So it needs big turbines. You know, big electric turbines. So, okay, that's enough out of the gun itself. Set that off to the side. And we'll look at the base. And just make my life a little bit easier, I'm going to go ahead and fold the legs in just a little bit. Now, this thing does have all the articulation in it. All of these little foot pods with the claws do move and tilt. So, it can do that. You know, it has feet, sort of, to sit on. But these claws, of course, they don't move. You know, they don't actually clamp on anything. But, I mean, I could see you maybe clamping it onto, like, an action base set. That's probably the same thickness as a normal size action base. But then, of course, stickers here, up here. Of course, another ammo pod there underneath. I think it just looks cool. And then for all of these things, and once I said, you know, color separation, this was all supposed to be the same color except for these thrusters. They were just this dark gray. So, you know, had to basically just add some detail here. Same thing on this antenna. Actually, the whole antenna is supposed to be bright yellow. I didn't realize that until after I'd already painted it gray and silver. But I added a tiny bit of red at the top for like a light, so I can see where the edges are. I do love the fact that they put these giant like warning stickers, like this is a big hunk of machinery. Like, be careful, this thing will clamp down and kill you if you're not careful. Of course, that's why you say be careful. Now you can see it in there just a little bit on the video, but just inside the thruster there, I added a tiny bit of copper just to offset, you know, these thrusters. Because this thing, these thrusters are either to move it around, which makes sense, you know, they detach it. They can even attach the big gun. You know, it comes in two pieces. So they set up the base, move it around in place, and then clamp it down. So it's supposed to be maneuverable in and of itself. You know what? This actually kind of has, if you've seen, I think it was season 5 of Doctor Who with the fake TARDIS that got built, that kind of looks like it. So if you had a little twirly bit of lights in there, that would totally look like that. But of course, like I was saying before, I added some extra paint bits up here out of the copper just to break that gray up. In here, out of just painted a little darker gray. Same thing on the legs. anywhere where it looks like it would have extended, which is obviously what it did. Did a bit of gray there, a bit of gray here. I added the purple like last minute right here, just to break up the gray, because otherwise, like I said, it would just be a big mass of gray. And once again, you can totally. Oh, that's a neat look. It's like the front of a badass spaceship coming at you. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I love that copper paint. That good, like Tamiya copper, which was a pain in the butt to paint. I'm not gonna lie. Oops, I totally missed panel lining this. These two little dots. Totally didn't panel line it, but that's okay. I'll forgive myself this time. But alright guys, that's pretty much all I can say about this. I mean, the spread on it can be pretty ridiculous. Not gonna lie, it can spread out really wide. I don't know why you'd ever set it like this, but you totally can. So let's go ahead and make it all one again, just to finish out the review. Go ahead and balance out these feet a little bit. And it is a little stiff. The fun part is, like, they give you fake ratchet joints down here. Like, they fake it in. But it's there. It's like you actually have to use screws or bolts to actually bolt this thing together. But only on the legs. The rest of it just all snaps together as usual. So this would be part 1 of the Zaku II and Big Gun review from Thunderbolt, because this thing is ridiculous. This thing took me since yesterday evening. Like, I started this in the afternoon with my friend Nick, and it took me until today, around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, to finish. And you'll see the time lapse video. It was hours upon hours. Like the other Gundam and that I've built prior to this video, it didn't take that long. So that's only on this gun. That's why it had to be 2 separate reviews. So next time we'll be coming back after the Zaku II is done, and we'll give that guy a review, and then we will put them together so they can actually go out there and kick some Federation ass. So that's it for this review. Catch me next time, and remember to like and subscribe, and keep on building.